Yeah, an important mindfulness technique you all want to keep under your hat always is whenever we have a habit or an addiction or an unconscious behavior that's repeating itself or a belief that's repeating itself, even if you start feeling the emotion of it, like this is hard, like saying those words, this is hard, well, that's certainly not going to lighten your step at all. So the mindfulness technique is to first see it, say, there I am telling myself this is hard, and whatever else is reverberating inside the mind. But then just say, I have the power to change that. And if you're not ready to make the change right then, say, I am now using my free will to just allow it to be as it is. And then every time it comes up, I'm now using my free will to allow it to be as it is. And when I'm ready, I will make the change. Then you'll find all of a sudden there's a feeling of, okay, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to buy into that thought anymore. I'm not going to do that, drink that coffee or whatever it is. I'm not going to eat that donut. I'm going to eat a peach instead. The point being is a lot of people keep telling themselves, I'll do it when I'm ready, or I'll do it when I can. Not right now. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. But every one of those statements negates free will, because those are all the words of an addict. Those are the words of a programmed person. Those are the words of someone that has no freedom. So when we say to ourselves, I see that I could not eat this right now, or I could talk myself into going to the gym, but I don't feel like it, or I see that I'm repeating self-defeating thoughts and feelings in my head. I know I have the free will to change this, but I'm happy to just let go of it right now and just let it be. Or I know I don't need that donut or that coffee, but I'm choosing, I am making the choice to enjoy it right now. Because then what you're doing is you're actually climbing above the programming, seeing it, and you're consciously making the statement that I am using my free will right now. If a person waits to the day that they exercise the free will, that day may never come, because every day that goes by, the programming gets more and more entrenched into the system. So it's harder and harder to move to a different habit, pattern, belief, thought, feeling, emotion. So it's simply the act of recognizing it and mentioning to yourself, I have free will. I can choose to fix this or address this. But right now I'm making the conscious choice to keep having fearful thoughts or whatever. Now you're actually building a overarching or a meta program that says, not, it doesn't say I'm caught, I'm stuck. It says I'm actually allowing this to happen by choice. Because now you're actually, paradoxically, why I'm telling you this specifically, you don't have to struggle too much. Remember I said you can burn yourself out in spirit gym by working so hard. But now what you're doing is you're saying, I'm going to take some active rest today. Active rest technically is doing another physical activity instead of your normal training or workout routine that uses different muscle groups or is at a significantly reduced intensity, usually at least 30% reduced intensity. So you get the kind of high of exercising, you get all the benefits, but you don't work yourself so hard that it disrupts your body's ability to heal, so that when you go to do the real training, you have something to give. So what we do is we take an active rest from having to do the arduous work of dealing with shadow or dealing with mommy, daddy, or dealing with money challenges or wife challenges or, But we simply climb above it and say, this is a great chance to recognize I have free will. But today I'm not going to use it to fix things. I'm going to use it to just allow the program to run so I can take a break.